This shit gotta get updated, cuz. Fuck. This shit gonna hurry up so I can send my damn stream. Just waiting for it to get done. Thank you.
Hunted away. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. No fair catches here, looking for room. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Power football with the run. And this one will be stopped for no
I gotta
gain.
find me an alpha formation.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. Try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man down the middle. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? Quickly complete. Turning it on. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Ship. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short
This
of the
nigga
first
is
down.
getting hurt,
And the
bro.
Tar Heels in a good spot here with second and short. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Tar Heels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Quarterback may change this route. Lopez wants to fire. Still looking on the move. Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and the D might have been a little too rough on the quarterback there. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. 3 yards. First down for the offense after that penalty. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. And the Tar Heels will try to convert on fourth down. Trying to keep the drive alive. And that decision will be questioned for a while.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
First order of business, get out of this hole as the drive starts at their own 7-yard line. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes second and 13. Looking to fire. A little screen to the running back.
those screen passes. I want those defensive linemen to run right up the field, and I want to throw it right over their head where I got some space and I can get my running back going.
Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. You talk about being handed a chance on a silver platter. First and goal from the 3. Barrels ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, UNC!
And I tell you what, this offense, man, we got a small sample size. We only had one game where they were unbelievable last game, but another score early in this football game. This offense is looking like a force to be reckoned with.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to try to return this one. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. A strike downfield. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. Offense set on first down. They'll leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Mountaineers trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Using his feet. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Mountaineers need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on third down. Dropping back, it's Swan. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40. And the Mountaineers are flying down the field. They'll try the left side. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. The Mountaineers are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. He slides that just inside the line upright.
Makes the field goal.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. Stands in and takes the hit. He's got it on the outside. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Yep. There was no in-between, bro.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. The Tar Heels have it with a 1st and goal. Might be changing the route. Lopez to pass. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hand.
Oh my God, bro. That is a touchdown game.
Second and long coming. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone.
That one is an underthrow, bro.
But it's incomplete.
What are you doing, man?
And a long way from the end zone. Just keep slinging it.
Why are you niggas dropping the ball?
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game. And so far, they've taken him away.
Bag to bag to bag. Fucking props game. Like,
team out there to send it away. And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. His drive will open from the 15. Handoff to the lone back. Just ran over it. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21.
wow, bro.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal.
Wow.
Didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it. Still in a great position.
It's a running room. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
Yeah, I tell you what, I'm always keeping track as a defensive coordinator of where they're running the football. You can see they ran it to the right. Do they like this matchup? Is the right side of their offensive line really good? I'm going to be paying attention to that because that's a big gain. I got to make sure I shut this down the next time they run it.
Back to throw, it's Swat. Finds a little space.
Like, niggas break tackles so much in this game on hit sticks is
As they get set to snap it, time
crazy.
winding down here in the quarter. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
These niggas ain't right.
Guys, we've reached the end of the period and North Carolina's on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
Have a good day at work.
And the Mountaineers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to turn the corner on the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss.
You just need more from your offensive line. Second and short like that, you'd love to be able to fire off the ball and pick that up running it, but the defense was able to get penetration. They were able to get a stop, and now you set up third down, and this offensive line's going to have to play a lot better here.
Hey, dude, you're telling me I can't get a single hit stick tackle, bro? Like, am I missing something?
With a fresh set of downs. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3
Am
yards
I
out of that one
genuinely
somehow. It's
missing
second
something
and 7.
here, gang? Please let me know now.
Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air on second down. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. This is picked off in the end zone, but the officials are saying he was out of bounds. Just an incomplete pass and a huge break for the offense. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Splits the uprights. Good. After putting up a 3-spot, the kickoff unit set to go.
And you want want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got the lead here. Last time they settled for a field goal, but David got to find that balance between being aggressive and careful.
And I think they'll take that. I got the lead, Palmer. I got the football. I got to take care of the football, put a nice drive together, and just get some kind of points on this drive.
No doubt. Lots to be happy about right now if you're this team. I think for this one, though, on this drive, it's about finding the one-on-one matchups that are in your favor and then exploiting them.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. He wants to change this route. Lopez wants to fire. Pressure coming. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. Jumped on top of the pile.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So we got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Yeah, and I just need a crease. I need you offensive linemen, just like right here. Great job holding the point of attack. Don't let any penetration come in. Give me a little sliver, and then you see the running back, Palmer. He'll do the rest, lower his shoulder, and make sure he gets the first down.
Yeah, it means a lot to this offense, too, to have a guy like this that always just seems to fall forward. He always, in these short yardage situations, knows where that first down marker is, and he's able to get those hidden yards in piles, driving his legs to help keep this drive alive.
That's caught. It's gone. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Wants to keep it in the air. Here's the pressure. Blasted as
It's like, dude,
he stopped not much on the return, but a whole lot getting the football.
Hey, wide the fuck open. Can't hit him, bro.
Gonna run it. It's Roberts. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking downfield, it's Swan. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Yeah, and that's back-to-back games. This guy's notched a sack, starting to be a problem. A guy that's diagnosing passes, rushing the passer really, really well. This defense could use this guy's production consistently.
Gonna throw it over the top of the knee. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Mountaineers will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the catch near the 50. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Pulled down after a pickup of 4 to the 27. Ball spotted at the 27. They're facing a 3rd and long to try to keep their hopes of a touchdown alive. his
and you
man.
come
It's short.
backwards?
They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
Oh, you know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
Got his man. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And I love when my quarterback sees zone and knows exactly where to go with the football. Sees the wide receiver running the drag route, knows when to throw it, pulls the trigger for the easy completion.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one. And the Tar Heels are on the move. Quarterback sneak wedging himself into the line. The sneak scores it.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Appalachian State regains possession, and the Mountaineer offense headed to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Motion from the wide receiver. From the gun, the ground game. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking for a man, it's Swan. Right down the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37. That kind of play will send a surge of energy through your offense. Now they've got it first and 10 inside the 40. Unloads to the wideout. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to pass. Here comes the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. And they can't make the connection, and it could get worse. A penalty flag on the field, and it's in the holding zone. Let's get the call. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Let's see what they've got on second down. These DBs going to give a little cushion. Sends it downfield. Snags it inside the 20.
These niggas switch me to that.
Touchdown saving tackle at the 17. The Mountaineers getting set on first and 10. They'll try the run. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The negative play leaves them with second and 12. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle. It's Stroman. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Appalachian State.
That is exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. North Carolina offense returns to the field. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Quarterback making checks. Lopez to pass. Fires it down the seam. Pulls it in down the sideline. Touchdown, Tar Heels. He got loose, and it was lights out after that.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Miami is currently up big right now in a game they'll be talking about at the U for a long time. They're up by 18 over the Groupers. This one has actually kind of exceeded expectations. Always a memorable chapter in the book of college football.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Stroman. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line. Warp speed for second down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. So the offense accepts the penalty, and they'll get a little farther away from their own end zone. After the penalty, they'll snap it on 3rd and 7. To the air, it's Swan. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And that might be the edge of his range, but he had just enough. That late in the half field goal always gives you a little boost going to the locker room, and they'll need to finish off these final few seconds and not allow them to answer. Coverage team there to make the stop. They avoid disaster, and that's the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here. Now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, it is hard to beat Boone when that town is buzzing as it is today. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line.
And with that, let's send it back to the fellas at Kidd Brewer Stadium.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the third quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
He'll off one deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. The Tar Heels send out the punt unit. 3 and out. They got got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. The Appalachian State offense returns to the field. Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. To throw, it's Swat. Finds his man, it's Barnes. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Give to the back. Plows through the defense. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back on the option. The give. They get him stopped at the 26, but boy, that was an attitude run. A pickup of 6. And the Mountaineers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Oh, out of space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Mountaineers are moving quickly down the field. Leaves it with the back. Ball's free. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Well, this defense is able to put out yet another fire in a situation late in the game, David, where they're up. Nice job and great effort creating that turnover.
And it's a great stop by the defense. They drove the ball down the field a little bit, but more importantly now, I gave the ball to my offense. You go finish this thing. We're up. It's late in the game. Now it's your turn to go. You put some points on the board. You take some time away. We can put this thing out of reach.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Looking down the middle, and incomplete on the deep ball.
I like quarterbacks that are being aggressive, but moving forward, if your guy's not open downfield, it's okay just to check it down to a tight end or a running back and take the profit.
Now on 3rd and 10, if they can move the chains here, maybe they can get this drive started. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Chambers. Trying to burn this defensive back. Can't connect on his first throw.
And that's just what this defense needed. They needed to get a stop here in the 3rd quarter. They've given up a lot of plays, a lot of points, a lot of yards. Needed to get a stop and try to get this ball back to their offense.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll start this drive at their own 48. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Got his man quickly. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Makes the grab. And he won't quite get there. But boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be tackled, but there is a flag on the field. That penalty cost them a 3rd down conversion, and now they'll have to try it from a little farther away. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. With the catch, it's Strowman. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. And the Mountaineers will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Mountaineers. They won it all, and that is exactly
touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I'll tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Lopez wants to fire. Moving out of the pocket. Pulls it in. It's Johnson. Wide open spaces. And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down. He just couldn't get it to the receiver.
A slither of a second.
Pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Fuck you, don't matter.
Gonna swing it on second down. Rushes on him. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Man, it's easy
I mean,
to play
niggas
defense
is
when
open.
you
I
can
just wish I could get them more, bro.
and make him make a decision quick. It makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
This game just feels so different than it did in the first half. After that incompletion, now setting up fourth down, they only have a 1-possession lead. Things were looking so much better earlier in the game. They're going to have to get it together, throwing.
Makes the grab plenty for the first down. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. And the Tar Heels are rolling down the field. Oh, he's got some space. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think
Am I not pressing this nigga icon? Sure.
And this D needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense. And they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back and maybe making this thing a football game.
Flips it out on the screen. Powers through the defender. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Great job by the running back here on that third down catch. There was no wasted movement. As soon as he got the ball in his hands, he turned around and he got upfield. That's what you got to do. You got to be decisive on these third down type plays to move the sticks.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Great play by the defense there, getting the tackle for loss. But on offense, your mindset has to be, we need to be the more physical team here in the second half. We've got the lead, third quarter. We want to run the ball. We've got to have more success.
Bro, I can't make a simple fucking play.
Yeah, and if you go big, I'm going big. I'm going to bring in extra defensive linemen. I'm going to bring in my big physical linebackers. I'm expecting run. This is what they've done. This is what you do on this part of the field. So I'm going to play aggressive on defense.
And I think that completion is as good as a first down, right? Because you've set yourself up now on 4th and inches. Quarterback sneak's going to get it done. You can keep this drive alive.
The give to the fullback. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, North Carolina.
Make no mistake about it. Bring in the beef, right? Bring in all the extra offensive linemen, the tight end. You know what we're going to do. We're going to line up, and we are going to smash 4th and goal situation. They are successful.
Niggas got a
playing
bullshit
little
ass
ball
touchdown,
with the big boys
bro.
up front.
Like 2 niggas on the nigga.
Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. James Madison may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take a dub away from Harrisonburg every time. The Dukes have been racking up road wins since the Mickey Matthews days, and they got another one today. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
How about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack.
Definitely a run.
He'll pull it on the read. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion. And it's caught. There he goes. Turning on the Jets. Touchdown, Mountaineers. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. So after getting into the end zone in that last drive, they're set to kick it away. The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They still have the lead, but they need to respond to that last score. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Lopez to pass. And the defense
Because
gets
he's...
that incompletion with the deflection.
Well, the linebacker's playing zone coverage, and he's just watching the QB's eyes to see where he's going to go with the football, and the eyes take him to the ball. He's able to swat it away. Great play on defense.
Caught over the middle. It's good. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Tar Heels line up, trying to move the sticks on third and short. Quickly complete. Still running at the 40. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through three. So the final period starts with a second down play. They'll run it from the gun. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. And the Tar Heels are marching down the field. On the run, it's Hall. Runs through the tackle.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
Little touch pass to the receiver. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. The Tar Heels pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. He'll do it himself. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
High the chains now on second and long. Sets up the screen. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
Again, This is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. All kinds of room to the right. Past the 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Appalachian State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
So much pressure on this defense just to get a stop on this drive. They were trailing, but after that turn of events and the interception, they've now got the lead. And remember, they're going to have to come right back on the field. They've got to be able to refocus themselves. But what a play.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks.
And then he break the tackle, bro. Let that be down, bro. The nigga's breaking that, cuz.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
Throws to the wideout. It's in. Complete, and he's lucky to get that one back. Almost intercepted. So now it's 2nd and long. Gives it on the option. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And that 3rd down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing. We're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Looking to throw, it's Swan. Makes the catch.
Quarterbacks love throwing slants to big boys.
They niggas just do whatever the fuck they want to, huh?
Great job throwing to a guy that tall, putting it near his body, and he plucks it in for the catch.
Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds, and incomplete.
Oftentimes as a quarterback, when you have success early, you earn the right to take more shots. I think that's what you're seeing now in this game. We're here late. They're still throwing it deep because this quarterback's thrown 3 touchdown passes. He's proven to his coach that he can get it done and he can make the right decisions and not put his offense in harm's way. And that's why you're still seeing them throw it vertically downfield.
And that is no good. Missed an opportunity for a little cushion. The lead is still 5.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
He'll keep it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Back to pass. Working the middle, it's complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tar Heels have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground. He's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dropping back, it's Baker. Gets it out quickly. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
And that right there might be the play that they look back on if they end up winning this game as the key play in the game. In a 2-minute situation trailing, you're just trying to get a completion to get the momentum going, but they come up with a huge explosive play, and that might be the one that wins the game.
Setting up the screen. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. So now the opportunity to take the lead with a 1st and goal here. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
And this is the area of the field where you need a really good back. You can depend on, you can give him the football. He's going to hit a little crease and just lower his shoulder, be physical, be powerful. You saw last week he got a rushing touchdown.
Touchdown, UNC! And they've got the lead in the final minute.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Incomplete on the 2-point try. They tried to push this lead out to a field goal. They'll have to settle for holding a 1-point lead.
That's insane.
He'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. The run from the shotgun. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the 1st down. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Grabbed over the middle. It's Dozier. The offense will quickly use the timeout. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. To the air. It's Swan. Under fire. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout called by the offense. 23 seconds remaining in the game. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. On 3rd down, going up top. Oh, they're after him. And he just throws it away. That is not what you're looking for on 3rd down. 4th down coming up.
It is yo time. What is in your bag? What is your play call? Going to be 4th down now. I have to have this. I'm trailing. This is what every quarterback dreamed about in their backyard, making that play in a big-time moment. It's go time.
He's going up top here late in the game. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high score.